No one bites the dust. How many videos am I going to have to make to tell you if you don't look like me, but you think because you're not black, it's not going to happen to you? It's going to happen to you. And the irony is your proximity to whiteness is never going to save you, and the call is always going to come from inside the house. Let's not forget that just a week and a half ago, they found a 19-year-old Latino boy hanging outside of a police department in Washington, D.C. We will never like you. We will never accept you. We will use you. We will abuse you. And then we will toss you aside. She's a dead woman walking. If she'll get drunk and get on Instagram on somebody else's page and talk like this, do you imagine what she says within the police department with other officers? So now they're thinking if she'll yap, she'll yap. So we need to worry about that. We'll never protect you. We'll never choose you. And you are not safe with us. Deeper. Do you want to know why white women won't go deeper? Why we stay at the surface level when it comes to systemic racism, our cognitive dissonance, our privilege, all of the things that just, first of all, keep us on a trauma loop that we're never going to heal from. And secondly, literally keep us separated from every other demographic of women on the planet. Do you want to know what the problem is and why we won't go deeper? Because we're the root of it. We're the root of the problem. And if we see that we are indeed the problem, then as evolved human beings, we're going to have to change our behavior. Well, white women just don't want to do that. It's comfortable in this privilege. Even in poverty, it's comfortable in this privilege. We can just say, we didn't know, we were victims too. That's why we don't do the work, because we're the root of the problem. Do you want to know why white women won't go deeper? Why?
As a white lady, I'm just going to say it. The racist white people who don't like immigrants and support ICE are mad that immigrants are the hardworking, family-oriented people they wish they were. And when they try to demonize people for traveling with their children and going through the depths of hell for a better life, it's because they couldn't fathom doing that for their children. You see, white culture is all about denial and jealousy and narcissism. And there is no core identity there because we don't have ties to the land here. We don't know any of our ancestors' recipes or rituals, right? We don't have holidays that aren't just centered around consumerism and capitalism or stolen from some other religion. The reason white people are so easy to be spooked, to be scared of everybody else, so easy to be hateful to everybody else, is because they have no solid foundation of self internally in this country. Like I said before, we do not have ties to the land. We do not have recipes from our ancestors. All of these things were washed away. And because we don't spend time learning about those things, we are dying for community. We're yearning to belong somewhere because We don't belong here. You're clinging to your whiteness and MAGA because you need to belong to something. All of this starts with a shaky or non-existent foundation of self. Anyway, that's just my TED Talk. White lady, I'm just going to say it. The racist white people who don't like immigrants and support ICE are mad that immigrants are the hardworking
language, the Spanish language. Could you just respond in Spanish? Well, how could I respond to Spanish? I don't know what he said. Well, we should be more welcoming. I was just hoping that maybe you could speak his language. Well, I wish that I could, but mi español es muy, muy mal. I cannot respond, and again,
because what you just spoke about had right. So the reality is, whether you breathe or not, baby, we're the standard, and that's what it is. The beginning and the end starts with the black woman. So regardless, whether you want to admit it or not, I think for the both of you, you stay on topic because what you just spoke about had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Absolutely good.
So let me land. So the reality is, for the both of you to sit on the side of me and talk about aggression, what is the difference in what you're doing and what we're doing right now? Having a conversation. And yet we're the one, you just literally called out both of these black women on the panel, and you sit here with your attitude and you have a problem, but you tell them that they're aggressive, right?
Well, I have a long story with Yolanda.
So we talk about it.
She mad because I whooped her on the congressional race.
So as a black woman, we're going to talk about history and we're going to talk about facts. So the moment that you realize that,
I'm not done. A minute.
Lower your voice.
Hang on. No, she got where she got on her knees. Her story is way long, and she just got where she got because she filled many boxes in the DEI. Let's talk about merit, not about color. As a Latina, I don't feel any woman of any color with that behavior represent me as a woman.
Of black women or black people in general just acting wild and out, dressing like hoes, ghetto ratchet behavior, and people are calling it out, not just white people.
And if I am angry, considering black women are the #1 target of everybody, then I'm justifiably angry. if I am angry. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to own it.
So when we're talking about different groups being vilified, if we're looking at the history of America and who has done the most violent crimes, it's your people. In regards to the way black women are viewed, I'm going to continue speaking, but I'm going to make sure that you're not intimidated right now, are you? I want to make sure you're comfortable, because as a black woman, that's what we have to do in order to have a platform, right? In order to be able to speak uninterrupted, you have to make sure that you make somebody else feel comfortable. So outside of what we're seeing on social media, we know that 600,000 black women have been laid off, have been pushed out of the workforce, when we continue to be the most educated group of people in this country. And if we're looking at this panel, that's also evident.
All right, Carmen, let's hear from you. Your thoughts about that?
She ain't lying.
Right? So the reality is, whether you breathe or not, baby, we're the
Quit watching NBA basketball. Quit watching sports that are dominated by African Americans. Quit going to Mexican restaurants. You want white culture? You go fucking live in it. You live in it, bathe in it. Like, that's the only thing that I see when you get all white people together in the United States. There's no culture at all. So they have to go borrow culture from people. Even the word woke, they've borrowed from black culture. Quit watching NBA basketball. Quit watching
Let's talk about something that's very uncomfortable. Some people aren't becoming white. They're trying to survive a system that told them that black is on the bottom, and that choice is breaking alliances that were never supposed to break. Let's talk about something that's very uncomfortable. There's a growing number of Latinos in America claiming white identity, not just culturally, but politically. Now, on the surface, it looks like assimilation, but underneath, it's something much deeper. It's fear. Historically, colonial systems taught one brutal lesson. The closer you are to whiteness, the safer you are. That didn't disappear. It evolved. So now you have people who are mixed, indigenous, African, and European, trying to distance themselves from blackness to climb a social ladder that was never built for them in the first place. That's not what you call power. That is survival behavior. But here's where it turns into damage, because once you start identifying with proximity to power, you also start to defend that power, even when it harms people who look like you. That's where the tension comes in with black Americans, because the same civil rights fights that open doors for black people also open those same goddamn doors for Latinos.
All right, we're going to talk about the other nations, especially the Latinos taking the place of the Israelites right now. Well, first is one thing you really need to know. They're putting out videos saying they don't like you. And so the thing is, something you need to consider. These people are worried about people taking their hierarchy in America. They're worried about you taking their spots, their job, their spots. They're worried about you climbing up the ladder and forcing them beneath you. Why? Because we know, because that's the complaint they have against us. Us climbing, we got a tornado warning out here, to getting above them, getting high above them. They know who you are. They know some of you are Israelites and some of you are Edomites. But just like us, they don't want to do, the DNA test or sift through all you guys to find out who your father are. Now, you're going to suffer more from them because you are closer to being white. You are closer to being accepted by society. You're saying you're white. You're acting. You can act like a black person better than them. You got more rhythm. You're able to replace them quicker than we could, right? You are able to replace them because you got this white skin texture. You're politically accepted. You got more people in this land than they do. You think they're worried about us? No, they're not worried about us. They are worried about you replacing them. They know we don't want to replace them. We just want to be ourselves. We already feel like we're better than them. We feel like we know who we are now. And we're not trying to replace them. We just want our own identity. We want our true identity back. But you are trying to replace them. You are trying to be them. You pose more of a threat than they do. So I just want to tell you that. By the hand of his children, you want to be an Edomite. But the Most High is going to get his revenge on all you wicked nations by the hand of his children, Israel. And I want to tell you something. Most of y'all are right. Y'all are Edomites. And the Most High is gathering you up because you are the tare. Some of you are wheat and some of you are tare. Talking to the Latinos. The white acting, want to be white Latinos. Some of you are their bastard children. And just like they left you in slavery with us, they don't want to bring you into their households and their families now. You are a threat to them. You stand a chance to wreck their whole existence. So think about it. You are more of a threat to white people than we are, Latinos. All right, we're going to talk about